I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. Thunderstorms are possible tonight through tomorrow morning with the disturbance of low pressure over Wyoming. With the storms weakening, higher chances are across central and western areas to the west of Highway 281. Low instability keeps the chances of severe weather low. After highs that are slightly cooler than normal in the 80s this afternoon, tomorrow a little bit cooler with highs in the upper 70s to the 80s. As a ridge of high pressure reestablishes over the plains, warmer highs mostly in the mid-80s to the low 90s are likely for Wednesday through Friday, even some mid-90s over parts of northwest Kansas Thursday and Friday. There are lower chances of thunderstorms Wednesday night through Thursday morning and Thursday evening through Friday morning. Over the weekend, most of the forecast models indicate even warmer temperatures and drier weather. Saturday and Sunday are warmest days of the next week with widespread highs in the 90s. Checking the long-term forecast, Nebraska and Kansas temperatures likely to be warmer than normal this weekend through the first 10 days of the Nebraska State Fair or through the first day of September. The warmest temperatures more likely this weekend through early next week. Mostly near normal rainfall is predicted for Nebraska and Kansas this weekend through September 1st. Western areas of Nebraska and Kansas start to see slightly above normal rainfall late next week through September 1st. Key weather factors impacting the markets include the Corn Belt with mild temperatures and a mostly dry forecast, rain continuing in the northern plains and Canadian prairies during wheat harvest, and South America's growing season starting dry. Rather dry weather covers much of the U.S. the next several days. An exception is an area from the Four Corners to the northern plains with localized rain amounts of 1 to 2 inches. Mostly dry weather stretches from the south central U.S. into the Midwest, but with a wide variance in temperatures. Examples include Midwestern high temperatures remaining below 80 for most of the week, while triple-digit heat persists for at least the next 5 days across much of Texas. The northern plains and Canadian prairies saw areas of rain over the weekend. More is possible this week. Rain is not needed in the mature wheat areas and overly wet and corn soybean areas of the northern plains and Canadian prairies, prompting concerns of quality loss and delays to the wheat harvest. This weekend through next week, low pressure across the western U.S. may lead to weak and slow-moving storms moving through the northern Corn Belt, but there are differences on how good those rain chances are. Temperatures are likely to increase for many areas of the U.S. this weekend into next week. Most of Brazil has been colder and drier before the spring season. Rain this week in southern Brazil helps the wheat and soils for full-season corn planting. Central Brazil stays mostly dry and is likely to wait on soybean planting until wet season rains become consistent later this month. Towards Argentina this weekend, there was rain, but not much of it. Scattered rain is possible through the midweek in Argentina, but more widespread heavy rain is needed for developing wheat and corn planting next month. Cold air in northern Argentina could produce some frost and freezes that are damaging for their advanced wheat. With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.